So, hey guys, Chauzu here. So we're going to be having a trading card collaboration with the One Piece card game, which is going to be the upcoming Super Boss Kizuna. We're getting 2 new Kizuna rare recruits in Kaido and Crocodile, and we're getting a free-to-play trading card game Kid as well. So that's 3 units to go through here. So let's start with the new Kizuna rare recruits. One thing to note is that this Kizuna has removed recommended characters. That is usually the 3rd multi and maybe the 8th as well, I think. The reason for this is that the Sugo Fest picture only has Kaido and Crocodile, so that's the same as new character down, but it's still unfortunate since the steps are a bit less good. But the most important thing is that we do have the new character step. Kizuna in general has the worst step of any Sugo we get, but at least no Legend Kizuna has a bit better step, since we do have this guaranteed. If we get a Kizuna Legend, then the Kizuna steps are just awful. There's no guarantees at all until like 25 multis or something for the Legend. But yeah, let's look at the new characters. I think both of these are boosted for the Kizuna for like a 5.75 times captain ability, which is pretty good. Both have decent captain abilities in general, and they also have super types. That's nice. Kaido is powerhouse driven int. He has enrage and special use limits. Captain ability: int powerhouse driven -1 CD. His own CD gets a further -3 CD. Int powerhouse driven 5 times attack with matching orbs, otherwise 4.5 times attack, 1.25 times HP, and any attack boost launch gets a passive plus 0.25 time boost. This is same as the versus Kaido captain ability, so you can stack further attack buffs on this, or attack boost enhancements, I should say. So it's a nice little bonus, nothing special otherwise with that captain ability. The super type, you need to be below 50% HP. Then you can reduce the CD by 1 more turn. You change top and middle row to Wano, and you get a 40% heal. So I guess that heal is pretty nice if you're below 50% HP. So that together with Wano orbs CD reduction is pretty decent. Still doubt this Kaido will see much use as a captain. Special. First, a little bonus thing, I guess, that if the enemies are below 200,000 HP, you instantly defeat them, and this usually ignores normal attacks only and stuff like that. But if it's over 200,000 HP, you do 100 times Kaido's attack in int damage to all enemies. You reduce CD by 1 turn. You reduce damage threshold by 6 turns and attack down by 6 turns. And int powers and driven get a 2.5 times attack boost for 1 turn. So yeah, pretty standard Kizuna units. We have a lot of good utility together with a good buff. No orb manip though, which is otherwise pretty common on Kizuna units. You do resist special reverse too, and some extra base stats. So yeah, pretty classic Kizuna rare recruit. Nothing super special, will be good to own, but there is no rush to pull this Kaido. As for Crocodile, he is a quick cerebral and driven unit. He has Slotbind and Fear. Captain ability is very similar to Kaido, -1 CD. We have the 5 time attack boost, but for quick cerebral and driven instead. We also have a 15% damage reduction, and he gives the passive boost to War Boost. So if any unit uses an orb boost with Crocodile as captain, including himself, it gets a plus 0.25 passive boost that can be stacked with further buffs after. So yeah, perfectly fine. Pretty low values of course, but it's not a legend, so. Super type is actually very nice. If you apply a damage reduction, which Crocodile can do with his special, you can use the super type to get a damage reduction attack boost. And as far as I know, this is just the third unit in the game who can do this after versus Yamato and Barto Cavendish. So, and I guess Luffy Yamato's final tap too. But yeah, very rare effect. So could see some potential use as captain for this, as long as you have something to swap with Crocodile later to get a bit higher cap mobility. As for the special, 20% HP cut, 60% damage reduction, reduce damage notification by 1 turn, reduce special binding by 6 turns, and quick cerebral and driven gets a 2.5 times ore boost. So yeah, just like Kaido, some good combo of utility and damage output. So yeah, not much to say in general, just a solid unit. Resist special binding by 6 turn, and fear means you can always do that unless you get 6 turns of fear, I guess. And some extra attack. So yeah, perfectly fine rare recruits, but nothing I will stop my pool hiatus for getting them, so to say. As for the Kizuna, we're getting a new Kid. One thing I noticed with this Kizuna, if you look at ticket boosters, they actually have the Luffy here, the free-to-play one. He actually gives a Kizuna ticket boost. First time we have a free-to-play who does that. So that's interesting, means we need to try and put him on every team we do, together with Kaido or Crocodile as Frank captain. But yeah, as you can see, they have a lot better captain abilities during the Kizuna. None of them boost the Luffy though, which will be interesting for the team building. So yeah, with that said, let's take a look at Kid himself. We're going to look at the 5+, which is when he gets the trading card game art. But yeah, Kid is Dex-driven striker, which is like his most common color and class combo. He has no special support, neither does the rare recruits, by the way. He has Lockbind, a pretty bad crit, and special use limit. Captain ability, Dex-driven and striker -1 CD. 5 times attack with matching orbs, otherwise 4.75 times attack. 15% damage reduction. You add plus 0.25 passive boost to any color affinity boost that you use by the crew's specials. The recovery orbs become bomb orbs. Bomb and super bomb have matching slot effects, and reduces bomb and super bomb damage by 80%. So there's not a lot of talk about here. It's a pretty standard unit, nothing too special. The most special thing I'd say is that you don't reduce bomb and super bomb damage completely. This can be both good and bad. The bad thing, of course, is that you can take damage, but taking damage is not always bad if you have some reason to get lower HP for a certain threshold or something. So it's a pretty neat thing. Like, I think bomb and super bomb in general have no identity as an orb. The identity of those orbs is that you can take damage with them, so having the potential is nice. I just wish we got a legend that used this, where you have a kit around bomb and super bomb, and you also want to take damage with that kit to get some good effects. That would be a good use of bomb and super bomb, at least in my opinion. As for the super type, when you have a bomb or super bomb orb, you do damage to all enemies, ignoring all defensive effects and defense. That's pretty good. You change the attack multiplier of Bomb Super Bomb to 2.5 times with matching orbs. And your Dex characters become Super Dex. So yeah, for free to play, perfectly fine. You do a bit more damage with the bomb orbs. As for the special, you do some damage to all enemies. You reduce paralysis per 6 turn. You changes all slots, including block, to Super Bomb. Dex Driven and Striker gets a 2.25 times call affinity until crew's HP is reduced by 5000 HP, and massively reduces a portion of each enemy's stealth damage that exceeds 3000 for 2 turns. So yeah, I'm a big fan of this kit. It's just very unique. Some damage, some utility in paralysis, and full board or manip through block. Very cool. Then we have the what I've called in the past stack buff. So this is the same as Kizuna Legend Boa, for example. So you keep this color affinity until the enemy removes it, or until you lose enough HP. So if you never take any damage at all, you just keep this color affinity forever. So that's just a very interesting prospect to me. Of course, we'll benefit more if we had longer content, but it is what it is. And yeah, also a big damage threshold. I talked about damage threshold a bit in the last video, so this one should be close to 100%, a bit below that. So basically, in reality, you take like no damage over 3000. So yeah, pretty cool free to play. He also has PvP stuff, but it didn't look that good when I looked. So yeah, that's all the new units we are getting for the upcoming Kizuna. And then we'll have to see what will be the next monthly batch, the final filler batch ahead of New Year. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.